is rap music.
Welcome back. Another alleged gameplay video. Been looking forward to this one, The Last of Us Part 2 on the PlayStation 4. I finished the game at the time of recording this. I finished the game. You don't see that much, do you? The data disc. I do like the very kind of simplified control system, kind of schematic on most of the inside covers of PS4 games. I never really noticed that before. So not great footage. I did capture it, but it was all indoors. I'm just stalking around, and I wanted to just do a quick video. Catalogue all the games in the collection. So, yeah. Bit of controversy with this one. I couldn't care less. I'll speak my mind. I don't believe I've played a game with so much of a single issue agenda and ideological propaganda. Yeah, I just find it so funny. What a bizarre software company. Poor scorn on me for talking the truth, but when things are contrived, when issues are forced for the sake of a box-ticking exercise, really turns me off. I don't need some kind of lunatic to attempt to define the differences between sexes. I couldn't care less. I know what I know. I know what is logical, intellectual, and based on reason and rationality. You can't corrupt that as much as you would like to justify your own deviant behaviour, but that's the fact. Yep, that's the way you come into the world, that's the way you go out. And what makes me laugh about this game is, of course, you're living right on the edge of existence. You don't know if you're going to be alive tomorrow. You live in this nightmarish, apocalyptic world. But your main concern is what sex you identify with. Yeah, that would be right up on the top of my list. But enough of that. It is what it is. Several times I was going to pack it in. But let's talk about the game on its own, yeah? With all that shit jettisoned, let's get rid of that. Yeah, I liked it. I love, obviously, the production values on these games are off the scale. They absolutely run and look fantastic. This is on the PS5. Yeah, nothing. And the actual acting, voice acting, and everything else, second to none. Couple of little gripes. Maybe it was because it took a while to play this, because me and my missus played this. Yeah, I didn't care for the sheer amount of times the story jumped around the timeline. And unless you were returning to the game fairly recently, it got very confusing. It was constantly jumping backwards and forwards. I could have possibly done without that. I found some elements to be a little bit dragged out, more than they needed to be. Trying to think of anything else really on what is a really good game. I just think did it go on too much? I don't know. I kind of tried to explore everything, collect everything. So it was a long gameplay time. I can't remember the time I clocked up on this, but it was quite a shocking amount for this type of game. And I appreciated getting the other side of the story. That was good. I didn't mind if it was to flip between the two characters in parallel. that was interesting. But yeah, just despite all the high drama and the artificial morality, I just found the I just found it a bit long, a bit drawn out in sections, and definitely too many timeline jumps and everything else. And then there was numerous factions in the end. But yeah, if you always remain, always be aware of the agenda setting. It's a top quality game. It really is. But guys, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Neurotic. Jumping balls.